I don't even know where to begin with this pay-per-view. I really don't. And I have a feeling this is going to turn into one of those rants. It's not even going to turn into a review. It's going to be one of those rants. Now, if you guys have been listening to me, you all know I'm a fairly simple individual when it comes to my WWE thoughts and opinions. I'm a fairly simple person, you know, regarding WWE creative, WWE storylines. Everything should be simple. It's okay to occasionally throw in the twists and turns and keep the audience hanging on to that one question, what's going to happen next? But when everything is in front of you, laid out on the table, clear as day, why are you going to add more questions to the equation? What am I talking about? If you guys watched the pay-per-view tonight, I don't know what happened in that main event. I was left baffled at that main event. Really. I was left baffled by the decision to end the pay-per-view the way that they did. Now, everyone has been saying, HBK's turning heel. HBK is going to ruin Daniel Bryan from obtaining the WWE Championship. And that's exactly what happened. Okay? That's exactly what happened. But I want you guys to listen to me. And when I say that, you know, obviously, there's a little thought provoker, it gets the brain working. I can't find the word, but it gets the brain working. Okay? Why? Why did HBK super kick Daniel Bryan and then regretfully count the 1, 2, 3? Why? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It creates logic holes in the storyline. Now where do they go? Where do they go from here? It creates not one question, but a multitude of questions for the next night and going forward. Meanwhile, you could have had Daniel Bryan win the WWE Championship and just continue the storyline with Triple H and HBK feuding over a miscue in the match. Okay? That would have been the simple route to go. That would have been the best route to go. And then the next night on Raw, you have Triple H and HBK obviously get into an altercation. Daniel Bryan's the new WWE Champion. Randy Orton's pissed. Triple H wants the title off Bryan. He will do anything, anything that it takes to take the title off Bryan. And that's eventually going to set up a Triple H vs. Daniel Bryan match at Survivor Series. That's the way it should have been booked. Where does WWE go from here? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The logic holes are now in an abundance. There's too many fucking logic holes now, in my honest opinion. HBK, super kicks Daniel Bryan, gives the title to Randy Orton, regretfully counts the 1, 2, 3. Triple H and Randy Orton celebrate. Where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? On top of that, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Daniel Bryan won the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. You're never, and I'm going to be painfully fucking, blunt with all of you. When he wins the WWE Championship again, he's never going to get the reaction he got when he beat John Cena. He's just not. He's not going to get that reaction again. At this point in the game, this storyline now should have ended here. It should have created a new chapter going forward for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan should have ended everything with Randy Orton at Hell in the Cell. That's what the Hell in the Cell is for. Daniel Bryan should have ended everything with Randy Orton. His next motive should be going against Triple H, like the rumors say. Why? Because he put Daniel Bryan through such hell, and Bryan wants revenge on Triple H. HBK could have his own little side feud going on, his own little argument with Triple H. In the meantime, I don't understand why the WWE did not take the simple route in booking the ending of this match. There was no Big Show. Big Show was completely absent from this entire pay-per-view. And like I said, where is the fucking logic in Triple H interfering, getting knocked out, HBK just super kicking Daniel Bryan into next week, and all of a sudden regretfully counts the 1, 2, 3. Does that make any fucking sense to any of you? It certainly doesn't make sense to me. It really does not make sense to me. Now, where do they go from here? They could obviously still go to Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, but like I already stated to you guys, when Daniel Bryan finally wins the WWE Championship, is anyone going to fucking care? Is anyone going to care? No. And this is what my brother said as we walked out of the bar. Exactly what he said. When Daniel Bryan wins the WWE Championship, whenever that may be, nobody is going to care. Nobody. The reaction he got when he beat John Cena for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam was priceless. He took that all away and gave the title to Randy Orton. Now, Daniel Bryan's been chasing the title for how many months now, and he still hasn't beaten Randy Orton for the title? He keeps screwing him. He keeps fucking him over. How many more times is that going to happen until the fans just say, you know what? Fuck this angle. I'm done with it. I'm done with this storyline. You know, that's the way it's going, folks. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I've been a huge advocate. I've been a huge fan of this storyline for months now. I've had everything laid out in concrete what should happen, and WWE is doing the complete opposite. I did not want Triple H to factor in the decision against Daniel Bryan. I wanted him to factor into the decision of Daniel Bryan winning the title. Now all of a sudden Randy Orton's the WWE champion. He won the title tonight. What good does that do? What good does that do Daniel Bryan? He is taking a step down the ladder every time, every week, every month, every pay-per-view with the storyline. Is anyone going to care? No. And I'm getting to that point where when Bryan wins the title, I'm not going to care anymore. I'm really not. I don't like it. I don't like the way this pay-per-view ended. I think they should have went the simplistic route. I think Shawn Michaels should have helped Daniel Bryan obtain the WWE Championship and then create a whole different path for this storyline. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series. Triple H versus HBK leading to WrestleMania. Why? Because Triple H and HBK are best friends. HBK doesn't want any part of Triple H's corporate fucking business. He doesn't want any part of this evil empire. He wants to do what's right for business. It all makes sense to me. What happened on the pay-per-view tonight doesn't make any sense. You know? Obviously, we're going to be watching tomorrow night to find out how HBK is feeling. What Daniel Bryan is thinking. What Triple H is thinking after being attacked by Daniel Bryan, but still reaping the benefits of Randy Orton, the face of the WWE, in his eyes, winning the WWE Championship. We're all going to watch. Obviously, we're all going to be hanging on every word, but as of tonight, I don't like what happened. And let me tell you this. These matches tonight, Hell in a Cell, Punk, Ryback, Heyman, and then you got Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, none of these matches utilized the Hell in a Cell. None of them. I don't care what happened in the match with Daniel Bryan. Yeah, it was a decent match, but every match that these two guys have wrestled has decreased in quality over the pay-per-view. You know? How many times have they fought now? 3, 4 times on pay-per-view? Every match that they fought, starting from the first one, it has downgraded every fucking time. And that's the God-honest truth. The match tonight for the WWE Championship was contested inside of Hell in a Cell. It should have been the last fucking stop on the bus for this feud. Hell in a Cell is built, it was constructed to end feuds. It didn't end the feud tonight. It just prolonged a feud with utter stupidity by WWE Creative. The match itself did not even need the Hell in a Cell to actually add to anything. The structure did not add to anything in the match. The match could have been contested basic. It would still have been the same outcome. You know? The structure did nothing to enhance that match at all. Same thing with Punk and Ryback. The structure did nothing to add or enhance to that fucking match at all. So why even bother putting and naming this fucking pay-per-view Hell in a Cell? If I was in charge, this pay-per-view would be fucking abolished completely. It's a fucking waste. The name is fucking tarnished. And then what WWE does so great When you first tune into the pay-per-view, they're showing you clips of 1997. They're showing you clips of Mankind being thrown off the cell. They're showing you clips of fucking The Undertaker looking down at Mankind as he fell through the fucking structure. They're showing you clips of HBK hanging on by one hand, falling through the Spanish announce table. You know? You're never going to relive those moments. WWE never recreated any of those moments. Why do you even have the fucking pay-per-view named Hell in a Cell when you don't live up to the past greatness that the structure has given us? I don't understand that. These matches did not even need a Hell in a Cell. These matches did not need the Hell in a Cell for what happened tonight. It was a complete waste. It was just an eyesore. It was just there to say, oh my God, they're in a Hell in a Cell. Meanwhile, they did nothing to enhance the match. Why? Listen, I swear to God, I mean, listen, you guys may not agree with everything that I say, but you gotta agree with me on this. It's a waste of a pay-per-view. Why do you even have Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view if nothing happened inside these structures? Rename the fucking pay-per-view in October Halloween Havoc. It's October 27th. We're 4 days away from Halloween. Why not name it Halloween Havoc? You own all the WCW names. You own everything WCW, ever had. Why not bring back Halloween Havoc? Why do you have Hell in a Cell? Hell in a Cell is strictly built to end feuds. It did neither here. It did neither. You think Ryback and CM Punk is over? No, not by a long shot. You think Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan is over? Fuck no. Why? Why? And as for Ryback and CM Punk, match was fucking awful. It was absolutely fucking awful. Absolutely nothing in that match excited me. Nothing. Totally did not even need the structure. That was Vince McMahon's idea, according to the news. He wanted to make it, CM Punk versus Ryback in a Hell in a Cell because he thought the match needed it. Nobody wanted to see just a standard Ryback versus CM Punk match. Of course not. I didn't want to see it in a Hell in a Cell. This pay-per-view was not even worth it, people. And I know you guys come to me for news. I know you guys come to me to hear my thoughts and opinions on this. I'm a frustrated fucking consumer. Even though I didn't buy the pay-per-view, I'm just frustrated at the fact that the WWE is so lazy in their booking that they let all this shit happen tonight. The pay-per-view was, and I tweeted this out, the pay-per-view, yet again, was a Monday Night Raw that cost $50. That's all it was. Nothing on this match stood out except the tag team turmoil match, the triple threat match. The Rhodes family, Dustin and Cody versus the Usos versus the Shield. The absolute best match of the night. That match alone is worth finding if you can find it. Other than that, this pay-per-view was completely fucking worthless. Absolutely fucking worthless. We transition from the tag team championship match into the Great Khali versus Fandango. You fucking kidding me? And then you had The Miz being destroyed by the Wyatt family and Kane making his reappearance to nothing. It was absolutely fucking boring. No excitement at all. We knew Kane was coming back. We knew he was coming for the Wyatt family. It made sense that he came back at Hell in a Cell because his introduction into the WWE as the Kane character came at Hell in a Cell. It made sense, but for him to reemerge against the Wyatt family, it was just unexciting. It was very anticlimactic. It did nothing for me. Big E Langston versus Dean Ambrose, that was a decent match. Dean Ambrose, I thought, was actually going to lose the title, but Big E, wrestled a hell of a match against Dean Ambrose. He held his own. Big E's a beast. He's going to be a major player if the crowd gets behind him and the WWE stands behind him. It was a decent match. I thought Big E was going to win, but Dean Ambrose retains the title on a countout. And finally, I'm going to end this with John Cena. How fucking stupid can the WWE be? We all knew John Cena was going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. We all knew that. It's no secret. You put him against Alberto Del Rio, who is probably the most boring World Heavyweight Champion of all time. Everyone wanted to see him without that title. Everyone wanted to see him lose. There was people in the bar even people at the bar hating John Cena, even them wanting John Cena to win and just take the belt off Del Rio. Enough is enough already. Yet another boring, anticlimactic pay-per-view main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. We all knew John Cena was going to win. And then the WWE trying, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking or what they were doing, but this has never happened before, and I even tweeted this out on my Twitter. Damien Sandow is shown in the back with the briefcase, hugging the briefcase, watching the main event as it's going on, teasing a cash-in. When have you ever seen a Money in the Bank briefcase holder, on camera, watching a championship match? He has a contract for the World Heavyweight Championship. When have you ever seen a Money in the Bank briefcase holder watch the championship match in hopes of cashing in? Soon as they put Sandow on camera watching Cena and Del Rio, you knew he wasn't going to cash it in. A fucking retard could actually predict that. I even tweeted out, don't expect a Sandow cash-in. And people are telling me, what if John Cena wins and Damien Sandow cashes in and loses? Well, if that actually happened, Sandow's career is over. There's no recovery from that. Once you're buried by Cena after having a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship contract, in your possession, it's over. There's no recovery from that. You're done. You might as well not even come through the curtain for the rest of your fucking career. But Sandow didn't cash in. John Cena is the World Heavyweight Champion. Where did they go from here with Sandow? Why is John Cena the World Heavyweight Champion? Who is his next challenger? Who in that division is going to challenge John Cena? What does he have left to prove? Nothing. Nothing. John Cena is the only man that comes back who has absolutely nothing to do with the World Heavyweight Championship picture and wins a belt he has absolutely no business holding. WWE gave him that belt because, number one, he came back. Number two, they need the fucking ratings. Number three, they know John Cena is a money machine. People want to see John Cena, and they figure John Cena needs to be champion for him to be seen by everybody. It makes a great story. Oh, he came back in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and now he's the World Heavyweight Champion. It's not a great story to me. It's fucking predictable. That's what it is. But where does John Cena go from here? He has no challengers. Who does he have? There's nobody to challenge for that belt. Absolutely nobody. Del Rio again? Boring. RVD is gone. Chris Jericho is gone. Ziggler's in the doghouse. Who do you have? Mark Henry's injured. Who do you have? Nobody. You have nobody. The next best option, and I told my brother this at the bar, the next best option here is for Bray Wyatt to quickly destroy The Miz and then set his sights on John Cena. Why? Because it's fresh, it'd be something new, it'd be something unpredictable, and the interaction between Bray Wyatt and John Cena would be fantastic. Or you can have John Cena and Randy Orton unify the fucking belts. I don't know anymore. The WWE is all over the fucking map right now to the point where I'm a frustrated fucking viewer. I really am. After this pay-per-view, I thought Night of Champions, I thought Battleground was fucking bad. This pay-per-view was even fucking worse. Worse. You want my opinion on this pay-per-view? You guys are going to ask me, JD, is it worth buying? Absolutely fucking not. Everything you've seen on this pay-per-view, you will see tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. Everything. All your answers will be all your questions will be answered tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. There's no need to buy this pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell is a fucking shade of its former self. It's gone. It's done. The fucking gimmick is ruined. WWE bury this fucking structure, this gimmick, this pay-per-view into the ground. And what they need to do is abolish this pay-per-view completely from the fucking calendar. It's worthless. Absolutely worthless. This match should be a once-a-year spectacle. You do not need a fucking pay-per-view named after it. You don't need 2 matches to be held in a Hell in a Cell that completely water down the fucking gimmick, and you don't even utilize the structure in either of these matches. It's pointless. And I'm just ranting, and I knew this was going to be a rant review. I knew it. Because that's the way the pay-per-view came off. It came off lazy. It came off fucking unintelligent. It just came off as something the WWE said, you know what, fuck it. We have no direction. Let's just put this on pay-per-view, get it over with, and get to Monday Night Raw the next night. That's all they did. And that's exactly how I feel about Hell in a Cell. If you guys don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. Leave your fucking dislike. I don't care. I speak the truth and honesty on this channel, and that's exactly how I feel about the pay-per-view. That's it. That's it. That's my review. There's nothing else to the pay-per-view. If you guys want the fucking the rest of the results, you know, obviously I got my links and sources down below, you know. But obviously, like I said, there's nothing on this pay-per-view that stood out except for the Tag Team Championship match. And I'm happy about that because the Rhodes family, the Shield, and the Usos gave us one hell of a fucking match. Everything else was just complete and utter bullshit. But I'll see you guys on Monday Night Raw. I am working on Tuesday, so the review probably will not be up early in the morning as usual. I will probably have to wait till Tuesday night, but you will definitely get a review on Monday Night Raw. Until then, guys, I got Raw review on Tuesday, and then I got huge news I found out today. News and rumors, Friday. TNA, up for sale. The Carter family, Dixie, and her father want to sell the company. They've put everything into the company. They want it sold. The top people that are going for the WWE, the top bidders right now, Jeff Jarrett, Eric Bischoff, Viacom, and Vince McMahon. I will talk about this more in depth on WWE News and Rumors on Friday. I'm just letting you guys know right now, TNA is up for sale. So if you guys want to go read that, obviously my sources are down below. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for WWE Raw, and I'll see you guys on Friday for News and Rumors. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share, all that good shit. JD is best for business. I prove it every fucking week. If you don't agree with me, you're missing out. I'll talk to you guys later.